For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now.
All righty, guys, we should be live. How do we look? How do we sound? Hopefully we are on track. This is the Sleuth Intuition channel. This is the Delphi murders, Abby and Libby part 5. We're basically going to be going over all of the evidence from beginning to end in chronological order. In part 1, we covered Libby's video, the Snapchat stuff. For instance, let me put this up here for you. This comes from Libby's video. Richard Allen in his Carhartt jacket. So we took a close look at Libby's video. Then we moved over to Richard Allen's interviews and did our best to analyze it. And of course, you had to suffer through my commentary. That's the price you pay here. I want to welcome in True Crime Housewife. And if you guys want to call in, the phone is right here. It's not an open panel. When you call in, your voice will be live on the air. That's simply just to ask your question or make a comment. And mods, if anybody needs that number, there it is, 928-476-0112. And then hopefully that will ring directly here at my cell phone. I'll put it on speaker, put it up to the microphone. You can ask your question or make your comment and then click. And we'll talk about it. What's going on, Mark? Christine. Love Bomb, welcome in. Ziggy, how you doing? Thank you. Mark, appreciate that. Growing Crazy. Appreciate you. Timmy, how you doing? All right, guys. So the series is titled Abby and Libby. I mean, why would we do that? That's crazy. Well, it's because everybody else is creating content about the Delphi murders. And it's really just a big pile of shit. A drama-filled shit show. And it continues to take away the attention from where it should be on Abby and Libby. And why Richard Allen is the man that participated in that murder. Murders. Welcome in, Louise. So today we're going to listen to all of the prison phone calls from Richard Allen. And at any point you guys want to interrupt, dial that number. Or leave a comment in the chat, whichever you prefer. Welcome in, Inquisitive. Welcome in, Linda. Happy Friday. That's most likely the trail that the killers took out, right? Richard Allen and his accomplices, or Richard Allen himself. Same trail that Ron Logan takes. There's Ron Logan's dog. The thing needs a bath. Cindy Lean, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you, Mark. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's so simple. Cindy says, Sleuth, that foot picture and food jacket thing you brought up and the watch got me thinking so much. Yeah, some people laughed at it and some were like, But I always feel like these killers are reliving the events, you know? They've been trying to suppress all those memories and live a normal life, try to bury them deep down. Maybe relive them when they're alone. But when you're having an interview with a murder investigator, it's going to bring those memories right up to the surface. You're going to begin to relive them. Kind of like Gary Ridgway. He was more than happy to take the whole investigative team out and show them where he left these girls. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. I'll take you out there and show you where I buried them. And while he's out there, he's getting off on it. He's reliving it. So I wonder if that's what Richard Allen was doing during that interview. He kept looking down at his wrist, looking at Libby's foot and then looking at his own foot and then kind of wiggling it around. So yeah, those things stuck out to me. I'm not sure what it means. Could mean nothing. What the hell do I know? I don't know about you guys, but this looks like one hell of a fishing spot. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if Richard Allen crossed this creek before. When I went camping, I crossed a creek. It was cold as shit. So around 2:05, uh, is it 2:05? Yeah, 2:05, I believe, around that, somewhere around that time. Libby uploads this to Snapchat. I think this one was at 2:07. And this is shortly after Bree Wilbur posted her photograph over here on the north side of the bridge saying back. We can pull that up too. looking very similar to this. Right? Like I did it. It's your turn. Here's Libby. Oh, I think we got a call. Hold on.
Crazy. My name's Virginia.
All right, you're live, Virginia. What's your question or comment?
Oh, I have a couple of comments. Like the thing that's I'm more concentrated on is April 17th searches on Richard Allen's phone. He's doing it repetitively. So what exactly happened that day that would be connected? That would trigger him.
I think there was the Yubo stuff. All right, good question. I'm going to let you go, okay?
Okay, thank you, Sleuth. And we appreciate you over here in Greensburg, Indiana.
Shout out to Greensburg.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so the question is the April 17th Google searches. I believe that is related to the Yubo update. And we can double check right now. So first things first, let's pull up his actual Google searches. And go to the April 17th. Okay, so it looks like that's the Should I Die Now? April 17th, 2022. All right, let me do a quick Google search. Let's see, the Delphi murders. And then we'll isolate that time. Custom range. I don't know what, April 1st? To the 17th. Okay, so these are some of the headlines that are popping up. New details in the Delphi double murder investigation. This was released April 5th. Police also accused Klein of communicating with Oh, so this is relating to Keegan Klein. Revealed in police interview obtained by podcast. So this must have been triggered by the murder sheet. Let's see. I'm just browsing the article now. Okay, so you have that. Document reveals never before seen details in the Delphi murder case. Right here, April 11th. Delphi murder investigation expands to Yellow or Yubo. Let me pull that up. See, I knew that's what it was. Okay, so shortly before he starts asking, should I die now? Delphi murder investigation expands to Yellow or Yubo social media profile, posted April 11th, 2022. Updated April 12th, 2022. Indiana State Police investigating the Delphi killings of Libby German and Abby Williams asked people to call detectives if they ever had contact with the profile Anthony Schatz on a social media platform called Yellow, currently known as Yubo. So this is when they dropped that information. Okay, so that's on the 11th. And it looks like it begins right here. So 6 days after the Yubo bombshell, and I don't know why this is redacted. Here, I think it starts back here. All right, let's start where it begins. April 17th, 2022, shortly after the Yubo bombshell. Searched for, just out of the blue, Delphi. And everybody knows when you search Delphi news, what comes up? The Delphi murders. WRTV, so he's checking on local news. And why is this redacted? I don't understand that. What the heck? Like, what if this is like Keegan Kline stuff? Like Anthony Schatz, Keegan Kline. I wonder if they can do like what they did in Red Dragon. You know, the Tattler. This looks like an F. This looks like an F. Try to figure out what that says. Let's see. Searched for Delphi, Indiana news, redacted. Everything on the 17th is redacted. It's crazy. Okay. Page 2. Searched for Delphi, Indiana news, 1041. And these are all like consecutively. Boom, boom, boom. Search for Delphi, Indiana news. Holy shit. And then out of nowhere, should I die now? Very interesting. What do you guys think? All right, let's go back up to the chat. She Warrior, good to see you. Rescue all the dogs, not just some, all the dogs. Boston Christian, welcome in. Ellie. Charlotte. Kind of makes you wonder if somebody dared those girls to cross the bridge that day. Well, it's kind of, I've heard it was kind of like a rite of passage. That's what it looks like. Bree's like, I did it. 30, 40 minutes, an hour later, Libby's like, look who I got to come out on the bridge. She's doing it. The thing is she's doing it extremely slowly. And somewhere back here is a sick, sadistic son of a bitch. Somewhere back here. Or possibly back there. Or under here. Really don't know. It's not like if he popped out from the south end, you can just run away. You just got to hope he's not going to push you off the side. It's kind of like etiquette, right? You see somebody on the bridge, you don't go walking towards them. Welcome in, Karen. Greensburg. Big up, big up. Cyber Warrior, good to see you. Anna, how are you doing? Anna says, I thought "Should I Die Now" was so peculiar that I tried Googling it. Lots of anti-suicide information and offers of help. I clicked out real fast before law enforcement came to my door. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought about doing that as well. Like, I wonder what it could be other than what we think it is, right? Obviously, things are heating up with the Anthony Shot stuff. And why is he reacting to that? So you have the Yubo Anthony Shots bombshell. You have Richard Allen walking around doing something on a device, feeling the need to provide a proactive story about it. You know, the whole stock ticker bullshit. And I would bet you $1 that his phone was at his mom's. And after the murders, he went and picked it up. But after he realized that they saw him, he had to change it up. He had to change his story up. He didn't know if they recognized him. He didn't know who it was. Maybe they knew him, right? I work at the CVS. Maybe they recognize me. Okay, we're going to get going here. So this first call was placed April 2nd, 2023.
For English, press.
Were you guys able to hear that little clip there? You can catch up on the chat real quick too. Growing Crazy, how you doing? Thank you for answering. It just is very interesting. I agree with you. More connections to KK. Yeah, it's important. Let's talk about that for a bit. Why is he reacting to the Anthony Shot stuff and the Yubo stuff like that? Right? It appears as though he's reacting. You have this breaking news in the Delphi case. There's nothing really prior to that. And then all of a sudden he's searching the Delphi case, Delphi news. Not only that, as time goes by, and I'm assuming he's consuming alcohol, right? So he's trying to be discreet about it. Like, hey, I don't want to put anything in my Google. Because he told us in his interview that he's very fully aware of how digital forensics works. So he's trying to avoid typing in my friend Kagan Klein and the girls we killed. Right? He's going to say Delphi News. Delphi News. Shit, I can't find it. You know, I got to narrow down my search. And as time goes on, he's consuming more alcohol. And it's getting later on in the day. And then, boom, he's probably drunk. Should I die now? He's panicked. So April the 11th, bombshell, Yubo, Anthony Shots information. And shortly after, he's looking up the Delphi murders and asking, should I die now? Very interesting. Welcome in Anything I Like. No, you're just in time. We're about to play the first phone call. So we started with just a basic conversation about the beginning of the case. We talked about the photographs. that were posted to Snapchat. We looked at Liberty's video of Richard Allen stalking them on the bridge. We played both interviews, the one with Tony Leggett, Steve Mullins, Richard Allen, and then Richard Allen, Jerry Holman, and his wife, Kathy Allen, which was extremely interesting. So now we're moving on to all of his phone calls and what you may refer to as his confessions. Apparently, a bunch of self-harm prevention hotlines. Just my opinion, but I believe the redacted parts have to do with KK. Yeah, because it wasn't allowed, remember? So he could have been looking up Kagan Klein for all we know. But that's not relevant to their case. They don't want anything to do with Kagan Klein. No physical evidence and no way to tie them together. If they were to attempt to include Kagan Klein, it would only benefit the defense in their Odinism attempts. Because the defense was trying to convince the judge and everybody, hey, others were involved. Look, they even said it at the beginning. But they went a different direction because, truthfully, they were hoping that Richard Allen would just kind of piece it all together for them. They know that Kagan Klein and the Anthony Schott stuff is tied in with Richard Allen. It's one thing to just know it in your heart of hearts, and it's a completely different thing to prove it in a court of law. Yeah, there you go. There's the answer to your question, Mark. Melissa Balboa, what's up? I live about an hour from Greensburg. Shout out to all my Indiana folks. Return the diamonds. How goes it? I'll be right on time. The Google algorithm apparently assumes the phrase means self-deletion. It could be related to medical failed treatments or something. Google seems to assume you mean self-harm. But it's just a strange thing to type. You know, if you were thinking about hurting yourself, why would that be what you typed in there? You know, you think you'd be typing something about suicide rates or things like that. It's very weird. Ellie, Sleuth Intuition is... Oh, Lord. Waka waka. All right, here we go. So April 2nd, 2023, this will be the first call.
1. For a collect call, press 0. Please enter your PIN number now. Your current balance is $28.40. Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
Guys.
Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected. Please hold.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from
Ricky.
Good to see you, Beth.
an inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hey,
Hello?
What's up, Frank?
good morning.
Yeah.
How are
Good
you?
to hear from you.
Yeah. Been trying to get a hold of Kathy all morning, but the stupid phone system doesn't seem to be working right about half the time.
It cut us off, Friday, didn't it?
Sorry, guys. I got this backwards. Sorry. I had them all out of order.
For English, press. For a collect call, press
So
0.
November
For a
14th,
debit,
2022. I apologize. The last call is April 2nd, 2023. The first call is November 14th, 2022. Sorry about that.
Your PIN number now. Your current balance is $50.00. Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
Imagine having to listen to that all day.
Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected.
Just echoing hallways. What's going on, Timmy?
Please hold.
Hello, this is a free call from
Ricky.
An inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, hang up or press 1.
That was his mother, I believe,
This call
Timmy.
is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hey, are you there?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, okay.
I'm sorry, hon. I'm trying to keep this together.
Oh, hon.
I don't want to upset you anymore. All I want to do is be able to help you. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying anything, but if it gets to a point that it's too much, you just need to call the investigators and tell them to come and get me and bring me to you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to tell them, because whatever it is they want me to say, I'll just say it.
No.
So I want to be able to make this stand for you. And for everybody else concerned because of this. I love you too much. And every time I talk to you, I feel like it's going to be the last time I get to talk to you.
I know. I wish I could hug you.
I can't explain what's been going on.
No.
I don't want you to worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm a man and I'll take care of myself, but I'm worried about you. And that's all I do is worry about you.
I know.
So
I know.
and you let everybody else know how much I love them, won't you?
You need to hang in there, honey, okay?
He saw Kathy. You there?
You need to just hang in there, because they're going to get you an attorney soon, okay?
Will you just let everybody know how much I love
Did you hear that?
Of course I will. They already know, hon.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that
No, they
back.
don't.
She ain't even listening to
I
him.
love them, won't you?
She's like, okay, doing
You need to hang
her
in there,
nails.
honey, okay?
Huh?
You need to just hang in there, because they're going to get you an attorney soon, okay?
Will you just let everybody know how much I love them?
Of course I will. They already know, hon. They all know.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Nobody loves me anymore.
Stop. That's not true.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, let's take a quick pause there. Does anybody else feel like he's just a master manipulator? Like, maybe if I sound like the most pathetic person in the world, she'll take pity on me. Because he didn't say I didn't do this. Did you hear? She wasn't even paying attention. He's like, hello, are you there, Kathy? And she's like, yeah, you just hang in there. Yeah, like she's doing her nails. You're going to get an attorney real soon. Like, she doesn't even want to hear it. Like, he's so pathetic right now. Like, she doesn't even want to hear it. Like, she's heard it before. She knows what's happening. Oh, I know what he's doing. Let's go to Love Bomb. She likes that. Okay, Bob Mata has me busy. Just a joke. Absolutely nothing against Bob. Growing Crazy says definitely a manipulator. Anna on The Voice. When he is stressed, sounds like BG, but his regular speaking voice does not, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, bro. Big up and a shout out to Ohio. Welcome, Indy. Mark's asking, you ever notice how Richard Allen never talks about what Abby and Libby said during the crime? It has to be some of the most heartbreaking things the kid said, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe they didn't say anything. It's almost like being ripped out of reality, right? You're going about your life. Everything's great. You have dreams, goals, aspirations, and you're ripped out of reality and you're thrown into like a horror movie. That's not fair. We try to cling to life. We enjoy it. We're grateful for the ups, the downs, the happiness, the sadness. We're grateful for all of it. For that to be taken away with no care in the world, and what do you guys make of this timeline? Right? 12:43. I'm back. And this is, imagine if somebody's watching the Snapchat. Let's just say, just entertain me for 1 second. Let's say that Richard Allen is using his phone right now so that he can track what they're doing via Snapchat. Let's say he's seeing all of this, right? When Bree posts this, Richard Allen sees it. Remember, Richard Allen and Kagan Klein all gave the same alibi from 12 to 3, right? And it was all, hey, we're at our mother's. If it was TK, for him, his alibi was I was at my mother's or I was at home, check my phone. I think that's what Richard Allen was planning to do as well. Check my phone. I was in Peru. I was at my mother's from 12 to 3. But that all changed when he realized that people saw him on the bridge without his face mask. So 12:43. Shortly after, 1:26, the girls are heading out. They're getting ready to leave. They're already near the Freedom Bridge. They're 11 minutes from the High Bridge. They're on the completely opposite side and headed out. Like, we've waited long enough for you, Abby and Libby. We got to bounce. I got friends with me. They're babysitting, and they got to be home by 2:30. Okay, and it's time-stamped, 1:26. And this actually looks like Libby, or Abby, I'm sorry. So if you're targeting Abby and you know that she's going to the bridge, and this is Bree posting the photo, you may ask why, that's not Bree, because obviously she's the one taking the photo. So that must be my target at 1:26. A minute and a half later, you have Richard Allen leaving the direction of the cemetery, which is most likely where, well, I won't say most likely, but is where Keegan Kline confessed to being parked with his father, where he met his friend, right? Well, maybe this is his friend. They got there at 12, right? That's their alibi, 12 to 3. They know the girls are going to be there between 12 and 3. They get there at 12 after Richard Allen stops by his house, and for whatever reason, Keegan Kline is looking up the Marathon gas station right up the street from his home. Do with that information that you will. But shortly after, a photo is posted to Snapchat that could be mistakenly taken as Abby. You have Richard Allen leaving the direction of the cemetery where Keegan Kline confessed to being, and basically heading the girls off. Like, I'll cut them off. Runs into these girls. They said he looked angry. He was walking with purpose, looked like he was having a bad day. We said hi to him, and he gave him a dirty look. I think he thought that was going to be Abby and Libby right there. So it's possible if they were there, he would have just killed them right there. But why? Passes these girls. Half hour later, Libby takes this photograph. 5 minutes later, takes this photograph. I think like 7 minutes later, this dude's already behind him. It's as if he's watching them through Snapchat. Because if Libby posts this photograph at 2:07 and at 2:13 this guy's already this close, that means about 3 minutes after this photograph was taken, he was already making his taking his first steps onto the bridge. What was Richard Allen doing with his phone? Maybe he was live on Yubo or some shit, and also had Snapchat. Maybe he thought he was going to get paid for doing what he's doing. All right, let's get back to the phone calls. And if anybody wants to call in, thank you, Mark. You guys can call in. This is not an open panel, but if you want to skip the chat and you want to call in, just remember, when you call in, your voice will be live. You will be live. You can ask your question quickly or make a comment. As soon as you do, I'll hang up on you, and then we'll address it.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
I know what you told me. I know what you told me, and I believe you.
Yes.
I just, knowing I'm never going to see you again, or at least it feels that way. I'm just saying, if it gets too hard, just tell them to come and get me and bring me and bring me to see you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to say.
Let's go to Anna's question. Wouldn't he have to be a follower or something on Snapchat? Yeah, Anthony Schatz. Anthony Schatz was a follower, somebody who was actively communicating with the girls on Snapchat. So if Richard Allen had access and was friends with the girls on Snapchat, he would have updates and notifications for all of this. So when Libby posted this to her Snapchat, all her friends got it, including Anthony Schatz. So if Anthony Schatz is somewhere nearby let's say somewhere here in the woods, maybe even down the 505, and they see this photograph, he's like, okay, Libby's at the bridge now. That's the person we came for, right? Yes. Okay. 207. They post this. 3 minutes later, the killer is on the bridge. It's as if he had access to this photograph. So he it's not like he had GPS tracking, but he sees this photo go live on Snapchat. He knows exactly where this is. He's right there. All he has to do is come out of wherever he was and come running back to the bridge. For all I know, maybe he was going to walk back over towards the cemetery. Like, hey, that wasn't them. Or maybe even start walking back to his car. Like, hey, they're not here. And then here they come, walking right past him.
Okay. I don't need you to try and be strong for me. Okay? You need to be.
Just real quick, let's go to Eli. Sleuth, do you think Richard Allen was alerted girls were going to be there? That's why he left his mom's quickly, then got alcohol? I don't know. There's a good chance he was already there. In my opinion, something happened. We know it's a fact that Anthony Schatz was talking with Liberty the day before up until the day of. And the girls were up late and then up early. So who's to say something didn't happen? Some kind of an altercation. Maybe they were pissed off, or to me, I think this was a premeditated murder, motivated by something. I'm thinking money. Somebody was promised money, similar to the Schillmiller case, where he was able to catfish these young people in Alaska and make them believe that they were going to get $9 million for killing their friend, in almost the exact same way that Abby and Libby were killed. So I think the alcohol was just the liquid courage, and I think this was a plan. I think they planned this out. They had agreements, they would all be equally involved. We won't snitch on each other. This is the reason why, mutually assured destruction.
You need to be held. You take care of yourself, okay?
You whippersnapper.
I know. But you need to get the help you need. I can't hug you. I can't tell you anything that's going to make you feel better. So please just make sure if you need Mom or Brett or anybody that you're going to them, don't wait.
Okay, I know.
Did you go back to work?
No,
Okay.
they don't want me there.
They don't?
They're afraid for me.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
He switched up pretty quick there, huh?
They're afraid for me and they're afraid for themselves, so
Okay.
just do the best
I
I can.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm sorry, baby. Just one more thing I fucked up for you. I just love you so much, babe.
I love you too, Libby.
Okay? I'm not gonna keep calling.
No,
I wish
it's
I could
okay.
see I wish I could see you, babe. You don't know what I'd give to see you just one more time. Because I don't know that I'm gonna make it. But you just know that if anything happens, I'll see you in the next lifetime. I swear I will, okay?
See, he's this is the very reason that they moved into prison from county jail. Do you hear what he's saying? He's trying to find a way to take his own life. So all these people that claim to care about Richard Allen, they should not have complained that they put him into a facility where he can be observed 24 hours a day, even if it takes programs that involve actual inmates, who qualify to sit there and watch him. That's great, because if you didn't have that, you have Richard Allen, who's probably looking for ways to exploit um, any opportunity where he can try to take his own life. He's his own biggest enemy at that point. That's why county jail is so dangerous. That's the part of the process where people are most vulnerable. They're freaking out, their worlds are crumbling. And then once they go through the trial process, they're convicted, they've acclimated. They're like, hey, this ain't so bad. Most of these people are psychopaths anyway. So they're like, hey, I've always been looking for the perfect parasitic lifestyle. Why not right off the state, right? So most of these killers who are in prison were headed there their entire lives. It just sucks that it has to be at the behest of people like Abby and Libby.
Okay. Okay. You take care of the family for me. I love you all.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Okay. Bye-bye. It's good to hear your voice.
I love you too,
Bye.
sweetie.
Okay. It's going to cut us off here.
Okay, I love you. Okay.
I love you.
I love you, honey.
All right. Okay, that was November 14th, 2022. This call is May 17th, 2023.
For English, press 1. For a collect call, press 0.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. I got these all jumbled up. All right, we're going to the May 10th, 2023 call 1.
For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2.
That's May 10th, 2023.
For a collect call, press 0. For a debit call, please enter your PIN number now.
Hold on, guys. I think I need to go to a different folder. These are all mistitled. Okay, April 2nd, 2023.
For English, press 1. For a collect call, press 0. Please enter your PIN number now. Your current balance
What is that in the
$28.40.
background?
Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
Okay, April 2nd, 2023.
Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected. Please hold.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from
Ricky.
An inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up, or press. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Could be, Mark.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are
Good
you?
to hear from you.
Yeah. Been trying to get a hold of Kathy all morning, but this stupid phone system doesn't seem to be working right about half the time.
It cut us off Friday, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I got a hold of her once today, and then it cut us off before I had a chance to really talk to her, and I haven't been able to get her back since. So,
Okay.
I was just curious to see if it would let me through to you. So that's good.
They had a lot of real bad storms.
Oh, in Delphi or?
Well, in all of Indiana. There was tornadoes and everything.
I thought I heard something about tornadoes. I know we had a little bit of hail at one point, but I haven't slept all night.
They may not have internet or anything either.
You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, if you talk to Kathy today and I haven't yet, just tell her I'm okay, and I'll talk to her as soon as I'm able to get through to her.
Oh, okay. I will.
All right. Hey, are you going to church today?
Yeah.
All right, here comes the master manipulator in action. So he's very proactive. We already know that. So he's sowing seeds right here about forgiveness and almost like why they're obligated to forgive him. So he doesn't even need them to forgive them naturally. He has to coerce them to forgive them. But he's going to give them a little something in return, right?
Good. Where are you going to church at? I didn't even know you were.
It's Story Church. It's there at the Rock Chief.
He's going to give his mother what she's always wanted.
It's the Rock Chief Theater in Peru.
Really? Why there? What made you decide to go there?
Colleen, my friend, he started going, and I started going after I wrecked the van.
When did you wreck the van?
Oh, it was in February of last year.
Oh my God, you've been going to church that long?
Well, I've been going probably for I'd say since last summer.
How did I not know you were going to church?
Well, I just started going, and then I decided I needed to get back with God again. And I figured he's been sparing my life for a reason all these years.
That's good to hear.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
And I'm glad that I did because I would.
All right, let's just run that back a little bit. Remember, the master manipulator, I told you he's sowing the seeds, right? He's a proactive person. That's why he called in and met with police. He was getting ahead of it. So what he's doing is he's getting ready to manipulate the shit out of whoever this person is. I believe it's his mother. So he's planting the seed there. Like, oh, church. You remember he was talking normal. He wasn't crying. He wasn't upset. He sounded fine. Oh, you going to church? Oh, how long you been going to church there? Now watch how he can completely switch that up. After planting those seeds, he's gonna begin to water it, and he's gonna hopefully it'll bear fruit, which it does, because he's gonna give her what she wants. I gave my life to Jesus. That's all she ever wanted to hear. Because he's probably been some kind of devil worshiper or some shit.
I made it through all this without him.
Yeah. So, did Kathy tell you that I told her the other day that,
Of last year.
oh my God, you've been going to church that long?
Well,
See, he's
I've been
talking
going
normal.
probably for,
He's normal
yeah,
right here. Sounds fine.
I'd say since last summer.
How did I not know you were going to church?
Well, I just started going,
crazy.
and then I decided I needed to get
What's up,
back with
cheeks?
God again.
Here it comes.
And I figured he's been sparing my life for a reason all these years.
So she's laughing, but he's crying.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I did because I wouldn't have made it through all this without him.
Yeah. So,
Let me get my shit together.
Did
Here it
Kathy
comes.
tell you that I told her the other day that I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as my Savior?
Oh no! That's so wonderful. Oh.
I didn't know. She told you about it. God's really important to me right now. I just to hear you.
So what he does is he's like a salesman. He's going to customize his response that best suits whoever it is that he's trying to manipulate.
You say that you've been going to church for that long again just makes me happy.
Go to church.
It makes me happy. And that Kathy's going and all that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can go on
Well-
all day, but
Well, okay. Anyway, fuck that shit.
I'm going to try to get a hold of Kathy again, and if not, then I'm going to fall asleep at some point because I haven't slept. So
Yeah.
Got to get my beauty sleep.
hopefully I can get a hold of her before I fall asleep, but if not, I know that I've talked to you and that you'll let her know that I'm okay now.
I will.
I've got a family that's always going to love me no matter what, and
Because they're Christian and they don't have a choice. It's all about forgiveness. So I need to exploit that.
Yes, you
and I've
do.
got God, so and I know that Kathy's got God and you've got God. And
As long as all of you have God, you have to forgive me. Especially now that I've been saved. I'm with you.
Yeah.
that's good enough for me. So
Yeah.
I know that He is not going to let this last forever, and
No, it's
that
not.
we're all going to be back together eventually.
Yeah.
He'll make that happen.
Eventually.
It may be today, it may be tomorrow, it may be 6 months from now, it may be when we're together again in heaven. But
That's what he's talking about. We'll be together again one day in heaven. He's contemplating taking his own life or him being incarcerated for the rest of his life. Those are his only two options. Either I'm going to be successful at taking my own life or they're going to give me life in prison.
it's going to happen, and
I just think God's
Just
going to
keep
work
my
a
faith
miracle
and-
through all this.
yeah, I think He already has. I mean, Kathy sent me a Bible. I didn't accept God into my life until March 21st of 2023. So that's, what, a week ago, week and a half?
Yeah.
And
Did anything specific happen on March 21st, 2023? Does anybody know? We'll take a quick break there. March 21st, 2023. Okay, found God on March 21st, 2023. All right. So they're talking about this on Fox 59. Let me pull it up. Here it is. The psychologist testified that Alan told her he found All right, there we go. For whatever reason, the ads that were playing on Fox 59 like freaked out StreamYard. All right, I'll try to put that back on the screen, but if it does that again, I'm going to have to close it down. Okay. Okay, the psychologist testified that Alan told her he found God on March 21st, 2023, and shared with her details of his activities on February 13th, 2017, the day of the murders, and made a confession to his wife Kathy during a phone call. Yeah, see, we don't have that call. It says here on March 21st. I would like to hear that phone call. Yeah, it should be back to normal now, right? Okay. Hey, J Ray. Good to see you. I had to close down a bunch of these ads right here. So apparently that's when he began confessing. So I find that interesting. Let me play this part back on the phone call.
so I've got God. So, and I know that Kathy's got God, and you've got God, and
Yeah.
that's good enough for me. So,
Yeah.
I know that He is not going to let this last forever, and
No, he's
that
not.
we're all going to be back together eventually.
Yeah.
He'll make that happen. It may be today, it may be tomorrow, it may be 6 months from now, it may be when we're together again in heaven, but it's going to happen. And
I just think God's
just
going to
keep
work
the
a
faith
miracle
and-
through all this.
Yeah, I think He already has. I mean, Kathy sent me a Bible. I didn't accept God into my life until March 21st of 2023. So
March 21st, 2023. He didn't accept Christ in his heart. That's the day that he confessed in perfect detail to Dr. Walla. And remember, he confesses to her, and there's somebody standing next to him. So I might have that phone call. Everything appears to be mislabeled. So I do apologize.
that's what, a week ago, week and a half.
Yeah.
And I never would have done it if I hadn't started reading the Bible. And I wouldn't have read the Bible if Kathy hadn't sent it to me. And
She's been
Manana
trying
Kamala.
for a long time to get one to you.
And I questioned, when I called her and tried to tell her that I had accepted God, I struggled to know if it was really this Bible and if this was actually a Bible, because I don't know if you know this or not, but the Bible that she got me doesn't even say the Holy Bible on it, on the front.
Yeah, but it's just worded so you can understand it better.
Sure. I didn't know if you knew that. It just, on the front it says the message. So after I accepted God into my life or accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior and God into my life and told Kathy that, she told me that first she had to convince me that I was actually reading the Bible.
Yeah.
And then I asked her where she got the Bible from, and she said that Dr. Frank had given it to her.
Yeah.
And so today I was calling
Who's
her because
Dr.
I wanted
Frank?
to make sure that the next time she saw Dr. Frank, I wanted her to thank Dr. Frank for saving my life.
Oh.
Dr. Frank saved his life.
By giving her a Bible.
Yes.
That's so fake. So Dr. Frank gave Kathy the Bible. Kathy gave Rick the Bible. So therefore, Dr. Frank saved his life. If it wasn't for this Bible, Mom, I'd be a goner. But I do find it interesting. March 21st, 2023 is when he began confessing. It's the same day he found God, according to him.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have a Bible today.
Yeah. She had been trying to see if one of the lawyers could get one to you and that. But she really wanted you to have the one she'd been reading.
Okay, well, I'm going to go now and try.
So he just cries and cries and cries and cries, like he's manipulating his mother, right? Like He's just being pathetic. And she has to forgive him, right? If she doesn't, she's not a real Christian. She's not a real Christian. That's what he's getting at.
To get hold of Kathy, and if not, hopefully I can get a hold of her tonight, because I'm probably going to fall asleep at some point.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Bye.
So that was Mom. Okay, that was April 2nd of 2023, and this should be April 3rd, 2023.
For English, press 1. For a collect call, press 0. For a debit call, please enter
absolutely,
your PIN number
Timmy.
now.
Yeah, let's take a quick break here. Let's go to the comment section. What'd you guys think about that phone call? How he was able to just kind of turn on the waterworks and turn them off. I mean, I've seen everything I need to see, but what about you guys? Anyway, he goes from wah to anyway. Yep, I agree, Timmy.
Your current balance is $20.75. Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
This is April 3rd, 2023.
Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected. Please hold.
Hello, this is a free call from
Ricky.
An inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, hang up. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Honey,
Yeah.
are you there? Are you there?
Yes, babe. Yeah, babe.
What's going on?
I just wanted to apologize to you.
What's going on, sweetheart?
I did it.
You did
No,
what?
I did it.
What?
I killed Abby and Libby.
Okay, so March 21st. So this is a little over a week after he found God and confessed to Allah.
No,
Shortly
you
after.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, Darren.
Yes, I did.
Don't say
I don't know why.
No, you didn't. You didn't, Darren. You're not feeling well. There's something wrong. They've messed up your meds or something there.
No, I mean, I evidently did it.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Anna, yes, from 8 to
Because
5:30.
maybe I did.
No, you didn't, dear.
I think I did.
No, you didn't. They are screwing with you there, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. There's something wrong. They are messing with you. They are messing with your mind.
Did Dad tell you I called?
Yeah.
What did I say to him?
I don't know. I talked to your mom, but she called me in, and we're just worried about you because something's not right.
Is there a way to talk to Dad?
No, honey, I'm not with them right now. And there's
Be
something
safe.
wrong. They're screwing with you there.
What do they say
Maybe
to Dad?
They have done something to your food, or they've done something to your meds. There's something wrong.
So during interview number 2, we watched during part 3, or excuse me, part 4, Kathy believed that he may have been guilty. But then in comes Brad and Andy, and they've convinced her that they're putting stuff in his food. What do you guys think?
Don't you ever say you did anything, because I know you didn't.
I think
She's already got the mindset of false confessions, solitary confinement. But the truth is, early on, he was going to try to take his own life. Like, they had to take him out of county jail, or else he would be successful in that goal, or they need to put him in observation. That's why they moved him, for his own protection. Now she's using that, and she's been manipulated to believe that he's being treated like a prisoner of war. Remember, they kind of launched that campaign early on in the Delphi murders process after they were assigned to Richard Allen. This whole POW thing, that he was being tormented in prison and solitary confinement and things like that. And don't forget, this dude had a tablet. You know, he could listen to music, he could hang out, he could exercise, he could shower, and he was busting his tablet in his cell, in his jail cell.
did.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Because I think I did.
No, you didn't. You know you didn't.
Okay, right here, I think Richard Allen is upset. He's like, I thought you were going to react differently. You know, you thought it was me, didn't you? But now she's been fired up. You know, she has backup now. Like, hell yeah, we don't have to allow this. So she's being manipulated. I'm sure. I even think she might see that now, that she was kind of strung along this process so that the attorneys could reap the benefit. Like, hey, we didn't volunteer for this. We were selected. God forbid they take advantage of it, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I wish I could say I didn't. I don't know.
You don't know. See, exactly. There's something wrong. They're screwing with you. They're trying to get you to say things. They're trying to mess with your mind.
What's up, Cheeks?
No, I deserve it, I guess.
You,
Yeah, he's like, damn. He's like, well, Kathy's really the only person that I care about. I wasn't expecting her to react this way. She's the one that thought I did it. Damn, she's the one that got me in trouble with all that you told me you weren't on the bridge stuff. Telling him I put a gun in my mouth, making me seem all crazy. That's what he's thinking. Like, wait, and now all of a sudden you're like, don't say that. Don't you dare talk like that. How dare you? Like, it's obviously that somebody's gotten into her head. And with that, Richard Allen puts on the brakes. He halts. Comes to a screeching halt. He's like, damn, I wasn't expecting that.
there's something wrong. No, you don't.
So it goes from I did it to
Wish
maybe.
they would kill me or let me apologize to the families at least.
Dear. Don't talk anymore. Just don't talk anymore.
See,
Okay.
she's in lawyer mode.
I'm sure right.
Don't talk anymore. I need to get a hold of somebody there.
Thank you for using GTL.
Yeah,
For
it's used
English,
as an
press
excuse
1.
often.
For a
Definitely used as an excuse often. All right, April 3rd. Let's go to May 10th.
For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2. For a collect call, press 0. For a debit call, please enter your PIN number now. Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
All right, thank you, Mark. If anybody wants to call in, this is not an open panel, but if you'd like to make a comment or ask a question,
Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected.
go ahead and call 928-476-0112. You'll be live. I'll let you get your question or comment out, hang up, and then we'll discuss it.
Please hold.
Hello, this is a free call from
Ricky.
An inmate
I have
at
my
the
headphones
Indiana
on.
Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, hang up or press 1. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello? Boston says sleuth. And all the calls, he never asked about how his daughter and son-in-law are, where are they, what are they doing? Exactly. You think that those would be his main concerns, like how's my daughter, how's everybody? You know, he likes to convince people that he cares about what people think about him. And the reason he says that, because it's truly the opposite. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. But that's the image he's trying to create. Poor little Ricky. I care what people think. I have feelings. He doesn't have any feelings. He's a cold-blooded killer. But that's, now you know why he says all these weird things. He's trying to create this image. But you can say one thing. Don't believe anything anybody says. Believe what they do.
Are you there?
I am.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Oh, it's good to hear your voice.
Good to hear your
J-Ray.
voice, baby.
Oh, you doing okay, hon?
Yeah, that's true, J-Ray.
It
There's
might
probably
be
more
now.
calls.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Well, I'm supposed to be meeting Brad here.
I was
at
thinking
Gas
that
Station
too in
to
the
find
back of my head.
something,
Like,
so I
there's
didn't know
probably
what
more
that was
calls.
about, but are they going to move you?
I don't
Clarice.
Okay.
Hello,
Maybe I'm
Clarice.
losing my mind, but
Very
I'm not
lovely to
sure.
see you
Oh,
again.
no. 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 So they allowed you to call, or have you been able to and just couldn't?
Oh, great. This is the part where it gets weird.
Yeah.
He
I'm
said,
right here.
this is the part where it gets weird. So it almost sounds like he's preparing to confess again.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah.
He seems offended. Like, why are you okay? Like, I'm over here trying to take my life. I was expecting you to feel the same way.
Yeah. What's going on, hon?
She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm chilling.
I don't know. I just think maybe I've lost my mind.
Oh.
Oh,
Honey. We've all lost our minds at this point.
oh, you
So
too?
Brad and So I can trust Brad and Andy then?
Yes, you can, sweetheart. Yes. Let's not talk about anything that we don't need to, but
Yeah, she's in lawyer mode.
There are lawyers, honey.
She don't want to hear anything he's got to say
There are
about
lawyers.
any type of truth.
Well, I need to tell you something anyway.
She's like, nope,
Okay.
shut your mouth.
Are you sure you want to talk to me over the phone?
I think I have to.
Cyber. Hello, Clarice.
I need you to know that I did this.
What? No. No, you didn't, dear. There's no way. There's no
Yeah,
way,
that's
dear.
funny. Let's go to Cheeks. I was thinking that very thing as I said it. I was like, this isn't even a real line. But for whatever reason, it's like the Mandela effect or whatever. Everybody thinks it's like part of the movie. Yeah, it's funny. Cheek says, did you know that Hello Clarice was not the line in the movie? That's absolutely true.
Dear, there's no way. Okay.
It just sounds, it's easier to say.
I always am going to love you, honey, but no, you have not done anything. And I think you are not well.
So right here, it's kind of like she's grooming him now. She's grooming him for the defense strategy. Like, look, this is the only way that we can communicate. Like, I'm trying to hint to you, like, this is what you need to do. This, get with the program. Like, we're fighting this.
So you don't need to be saying you did something you didn't do.
And the only reason you're confessing is because you're sick, right?
Well, hon, this is the first time I've been able to talk to you, and
He's like, just listen to me, damn it.
I've been trying forever.
He's
So
like,
you just
cut
not
the
allowed to
bullshit.
call me, or?
He's like, cut the bullshit. I'm trying to confess to this. Now you guys are on some bullshit. Like, what the hell? I can't talk to anybody anymore.
I don't know what's going on, hon.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to lose my mind now, though.
But don't.
What's up, Red?
I'm supposed to be meeting Brad here for some reason, so I don't know where he's at, but
I've been asking for personal visitation, and that's not going through, and
I know.
then it's taken me, feels like it's taken me forever.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
It's okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's like, damn, I don't know what to do. I feel like he's like, damn, I don't know what to do. It's like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's like, part of me really, really wants to confess and just get this over with and apologize to the family. But then all I really truly care about is my wife. And she doesn't want me to go in that direction. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. So he's like, damn. He's like, not only did I commit these murders and I'm facing life, possibly the death penalty in prison, I can't even confess at this point in time.
I'm just trying to be at peace with things.
See, he's like, just let me be at peace. She's like, no.
And I had a dream that I needed to let you go, and I didn't know how to let you go, and
Well, then you're dreaming stuff again. Okay?
See? That's gaslighting right there.
That's all it is. You don't be talking about anything on the phone negative like that. Okay?
That's the defense team
but I
gaslighting
have to let
by
you know
proxy.
that I did it, hon.
Dear. No, you didn't. There's no way. There's no way.
So she just hangs up. So that was May 10th, 2023. Let's go to May 10th, 2023, call number 2 for that day.
For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2. For a collect call, press 0. For a debit call, press 1.
To learn how to use this phone and know more about Global Tellink's multiple calling options,
Please enter your PIN number now. Please enter the area code and phone number you are calling now.
What's going on? A witchy widow.
please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected.
That reminds me of the Eagles song. Witchy woman, watch how high she flies.
Please hold.
Hello, this is a free call from
Ricky.
What's up, Raymond?
An inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
To accept this free call, press 0. To refuse this free call, hang up or press 1. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I need to know if you still love me, baby.
Yes, dear.
Okay. And everybody else will as well? Honey?
Yes.
Because I may have to spend the rest of my life here, or...
Stop talking about. That's not true.
Working your sorcery.
Okay.
Right? She doesn't want to be part of that, any of that. He's like, I'm just trying to tell you, like, I got to let you go. I did this. Like, I need somebody to really talk to me. She's like, no, we're not doing that. Remember, she's in control, right? We're not doing that. She's the boss.
Okay.
I don't understand. I just got to know that everybody's still going to love me. Because I may only be able to see you one last time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. It's not true.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not.
It's true, honey.
No, it's not.
Cheeks, they spent $1 million on Richard Allen's defense. That money went somewhere. Right into the pockets of his defense team and their friends, the friends of the defense team. And didn't do any good for Richard Allen. Apparently there was a deal that was offered that was ignored. They didn't get anything that they needed pushed through because it was all ridiculous. $1 million. Let's go to Cheek's comment here. I said it before, but it actually amazes me how bad I feel for this fuck. Yeah, and this is put brilliantly. Dude's literally trying to confess, and everyone he loves pushes back on him. Then you got these twats on YouTube defending him. Yeah, it's all part of the same fuel. It's all fuel for the same fire, right? Everybody's like, oh, Rick, they're violating his rights. He literally cannot, he has no control over his future right now. He wants to confess, get it over with. Would have saved millions of dollars. They spent $1 million on the Wabash River search. Where'd that money go? It's not like they just deleted out of thin air and say, oh, we lost all that money. No, they're paying this money to somebody. It's going into somebody's bank account. We're talking millions and millions of dollars. And you have the suspect saying, I want to confess. I am confessing. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're not well, sweetheart.
I'm well.
No. No, you're not.
Yes, I am, honey. I just hope that you'll still
Fuel?
love me, because I may only, if I get the electric chair, or
Give
if
me
I get
fuel.
the
Give me
death
fire.
penalty,
Give me that which I desire.
No. No, honey, that's not going to happen. No.
if it does, will you be there for me?
No, as of today, Cheeks, it was $1 million. It was just reported. Over $1 million.
Do what?
Nothing. This isn't right. They messed you up so bad.
Probably the same, if not
Okay,
more,
honey,
Jerry.
I did it. I did it, dear.
Stop.
I cannot stop. I've got somebody here listening to me right now, dear.
So this must be the when he says somebody's listening to me, I'm assuming it's Dr. Walla, but I could be wrong.
No. I did it. Okay.
I don't.
Boston, he never ever asked about Libby, Abby. Well, he says he wanted to apologize to the families. He says, I wish they would just let me apologize to the families. She's like, you didn't do this. They're poisoning your food.
Oh, you did it, dude. No way.
I killed Abby, dear.
No, you didn't. Stop. Stop saying that. No, you didn't.
I knew I was supposed to let you go. I was trying to let you go.
Stop. Dear, we're going to be back together.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I hope you're always going to love me.
That's funny, Witchy.
No matter what.
There you have it. I mean, what else is there to discuss?
Will you always love me, baby?
He's calling her baby. So he's confessed to the murders. He's calling her baby. He's nonchalant. You can hear the energy in his voice. There's nothing wrong with him. To me, the May 10th call number 2 is the most convincing.
Who's with you?
Look, she flips it. Who's with you? Because Brad and Andy are putting these ideas in her head.
Who's with you? You need to stop talking. If your lawyer's not there, you need to stop talking. Who's with you, honey? Who's with you?
Thank you for using GT.
Who's with you? The Odinist guards. They got a gun to my head. All right, so that's going to leave, let's see, May 17th. 2 June calls and then 1 November call. So that'll be part 6. All right, so we're going to close down this live stream now. We do have a few live streams scheduled today. We have a members only. I'll show you guys some of the footage that I captured while I was camping. We'll just hang out and talk. And then we're going to talk about some more things later on throughout the day. So I think I scheduled it for 4 o'clock. We'll talk about the Crystal Rogers and Steve Lawson trial. And if you need to get a hold of me, just hit me up at sleuthintuition@gmail.com. Or you guys can call that number that was put on the screen at any time. I do have a voicemail service there. So I'll see you again real soon. Take care.